But no matter what comes next, I still have to face the ending.
All right.
Ooh.
So, we covered the rep, we covered the else, and for the entanglement, you guys aren't sure why, but you're not sleeping well. I've put on the big map here, unnatural nightmares. And as you can see, it'll increase your stress by 1 after the downtime is done.
We'll have to transfer back over to that map then.
Oh.
And this is happening because of a random roll?
Entanglements are things as you build up heat and piss off more people in the city, negative things start to build up against the crew. So much like the haunted lair problem and Brightstone having its citizens look out for you and the increased patrols on the teeth, these are all things that you can work against during your downtime to reduce, but there are clocks there.
Right.
Right. So, well, why are we having nightmares?
You're not sure. It's something you can look into as you solve the clock.
Yeah, we got nightmares, we got haunting, and we still haven't fixed the security. So we'll just add that to the pile of problems.
To bring it up in the engagement terms, one of your rivals has done something to your group. So it means someone...
Crap.
What?
I said, they can just nightmares against us? These guys suck.
Well, it has to be something one of the factions who don't like you are capable of doing. So if we go over to the factions page, if you can figure out which ones, cause nightmares...
Almost certainly those Dimmer sisters. But I reckon Ogre can help us out with this thing.
How many times can we have to teach these fools this lesson?
Until it sticks, mate.
Now, as you can see, though, also on the world map, the Dimmer sisters are not recovered till the orange clock here is recovered. They can't do anything to you.
Yeah, so it might be the spirit wardens, who I guess are capable of this. I don't know.
Well, that's up for someone to investigate. We do still have downtime. I guess let's start dividing up actions and see what happens.
Yeah, so let's start with the professor. We'll go the other way this time.
Oh boy.
Sorry, was typing.
All good. First downtime action.
Yeah, I will finish the hull.
Yeah, so what's the tier of the last piece you're making?
6.
All right.
And I will... Oh, sorry, that was the wrong... Sorry, 2 sheets named the same thing. Let's see. I will take 2 strain to push myself.
Sounds good.
Let's see. I think that's just a +1.
I believe... Is it not current tier? Oh, here we are.
Well, it's a 5, so it pushes up to 6, so +1, right?
Right.
Yeah,
so tier 2 to start, plus your workshop, plus your skill. So we're at 4 now.
Yep. So I spend my 2 coin that are in sorry, I spend my stash for 1 coin, and then I spend the 1 coin that I have.
And you have your haul. It's made.
Cool.
So now all you have to do is die, survive as a ghost for a bit, and get in the haul.
I guess I should mention the feature.
You probably should decide on the feature.
Well, it's interior chamber. I am a heavy hull with the interior chamber feature.
What does that mean?
Wait, so proof that just happens, no fanfare?
Interior chamber, you have a compartment for a passenger or operator.
Oh.
He can carry someone with him.
Well, no, there's been no fanfare this entire time. So.
Yeah, once you're inside it.
Cast in the name of God, ye not guilty!
Alright,
Showtime.
Edward, what's your first downtime?
Who, me?
Edward.
Oh, Edward, that's what I thought.
Oh, I'll go
Griffin.
ahead and de-stress because, oh boy. So let's indulge.
All right.
That's going to be 3. 2,
Mhm.
3. A.
And Grit, what are you doing?
I need to acquire a new vice purveyor
Mhm.
because I've been cut off from the fighting pits outside the prison, and I need a new place that I can go and fight.
Yeah. How's Grit going about that?
I think he goes to Mercy because she's always been his like corner person, and he says to her, "Screw Sergeant Velk anyway. I was the best fighter they had down there in those pits. We need to move up in the world, you and I. Let's find ourselves some more interesting clientele." And the two of us are gonna start. I presumably we've heard of other places where fights go on. It's just about like negotiating for me to get there.
Mm-hmm. So I've started a clock for this. Once it's full, you can either establish your own fighting arena, or you can move up into one of the higher class ones. How would Grit's first
Yeah,
steps in this go about?
I don't think he's trying to set up his own. I think he's trying to get to. So I think it's it's a good question. How does he go about it? I'm just thinking. I think I think the first step is like him and Mercy going around to old contacts and consorting with people and saying, "Hey, I know you've seen the kind of things Grit can do, and we're looking for greener pastures." Never mentioning the fact that he's not allowed back in the fighting pits of.
Corn sword sounds like a good start. Remember, you get +1 die for bringing your friend into this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there's a 6. Das ist gut.
All right. So that's 3 ticks up already.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's that downtime. You've gotten in touch with some people who run some more less down and dirty fighting pits, but they're going to expect a better show. And you've managed to get some names, and you've made some progress on this. Friso, what's the work up
Get rid
to?
of stress by petting this cat. Cats don't reduce stress. All right. Yes, it's time. Time to work my day job as a laborer. I'll get this right sooner or later. I like to sway them to allow me into the laborers guild. Let me.
All right.
Dude, you have to get off the key. You have to get off the keyboard. We're doing computer stuff now. All right. Or that was a big lag today. Garbage rolls. Can I
Right,
spend money to? Nah, forget it. I'll just take the one. I'm done.
You can spend money to boost the effectiveness if you want.
No, it's not worth it. A 50-50 chance nothing better happens, so forget about it.
Yeah, it ends up better just to spend money and roll again than it does to spend money and to upgrade the thing.
Yeah.
But even then, it's a 50-50 chance it's nothing, so I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
So, Professor.
All right, guess it's time to train.
What are you training in?
I mean, unless you want me to kill myself during my downtime.
Hey, you don't get
No,
to
no.
kill yourself. We had a deal.
Yeah, I
You
know.
own
I just
it.
don't know when we want to handle that actual thing. Should we do that during the downtime? Does that make the most sense?
I mean,
I think it
do we
makes
need
the
to look
most
at
sense.
because like we need you not to be picked up by the spirit wardens when we kill you.
Yeah, I think this is more of a score than anything.
Well, I mean, just
The
downtime.
professor
Downtime, you can travel, right? We can go to sorry, I'm about to call them Night Sisters. My head's in Star Wars territory. Go to the Dimmer Sisters area, where apparently that shit doesn't get cold.
Oh yeah, that the house had some sort of enchantment on it, right?
And
There was definitely something there before it burned down.
yeah, since we can travel during downtime. But
Yeah,
guys,
I mean, it's,
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a fervent. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna do this, whether the alarm goes off or not. So
we need to keep your body around until the ghost comes out.
I'm obsessed. This is going to happen now.
I feel the next score is going to be revolved around the professor dying and moving into the
Yeah.
hall.
And if we're going to kill you, we should kill you in the Dimmer Sisters territory to see if whatever it was that was causing the alarms not to go off still works.
Okay, the professor is super obsessed. I, as the player, have been building to this forever. I am
Yeah.
not a patient man.
Yeah, I'm down.
I am dying
down.
today.
We are ready to kill you. We just don't want it to also kill us.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm bringing up that in downtime, since apparently we moved it throughout the city during downtime, that I could move to a location and
Oh,
do
yeah.
it during as a downtime location. If that's the concern.
I think the concern is mostly dealing with the spirit wardens.
That's what I'm saying. I
So
could
you'll-
do it somewhere else.
Well, we'd have to move the hull with us too, right? To
No,
take
a
it to the
ghost
place.
can move.
Ghosts can move. It's basically keeping the body away from the spirit wardens long enough for the ghost to get out.
Okay,
Is
well then
the only issue.
the nomination I would have is that we kill you in the Dimmer Sister property to see if the well, actually, if we do that, they might have a ghost trapping device. And your soul might get sucked away. So probably not a good idea to do. All right, I know exactly where to do it. Let's go to Rosalind Keller's house.
Or we go outside the city.
That
No, we
would
did that.
involve transporting the hull, which is
That's full of monsters. Look, actually, our stupid place at the trail yard's already haunted anyway. Because Skirmishes not working. Let's just freaking do it there.
so where I'm already at. Literally, where I'm already. I'm thankful that we had this long talk that would us round
Yeah,
in a
no,
giant circle.
I'm totally agreeing with you. All right, so, all right, now I need you to hold still.
Basically, we're going to finish downtime, and then we're going to kill the professor, though.
All right.
Oh, then I'm
Okay.
just gonna straight up use both of my trainings right now. Then,
Do it.
all right, train one in insight and then train one in resolve.
Edward, your second downtime?
Let's see. I do have this ritual, and I notice that there's sickness spreading, and it's about to count down. And I kind of want to do something about that now that we have a whisperer who allegedly could do some of this stuff.
That's right. You just need a fully grown adult as a sacrifice.
Where could I find someone who's willing to die suddenly for a reason?
I
To
don't think
power the ritual.
Would they actually be consumed by that, or they just have to die?
Does Edward have any dots in a tune?
I mean, I researched the ritual.
It's going to consume their life essence, so it's going to
Okay.
eat the ghost for the ritual.
That's what
Dang, it
makes
can't
it
be that.
sacrifice.
Well, I mean, we may as well kill someone in the process. But yeah, no, I would like to set up to do that at the same time, because as long as we're ferrying one body around, we may as well ferry two.
Not ferrying anyone anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
I know, but I am going to be doing another murder while we do our first murder.
Right, but I'm saying I'm not getting ferried anywhere. I'm doing it here at home.
I have a set of allies that I need to save, so we're going to go ahead and do it.
No, I'm just trying to clarify, since you seem to be under the impression that we're ferrying anything anywhere.
Oh,
We're
right,
not.
right. Well, I mean, it'll still work out. It'll be fine.
Yeah, no, I'm not arguing that. I'm just
Um,
making sure you understand. I'm not going
It's a-
anywhere.
right. Is that anything I can do about that in terms of being a downtime action? What are your thoughts here?
If you want, you already have the asset of the
Mhm.
gang member, so there's not much more to do on downtime per se for the ritual.
I guess I just have to get material, i.e., go kidnap a person. So I guess that could be a downtime action to acquire material or acquire assets, right?
It could be, yeah.
Sure, Edward goes out and kidnaps a person.
How does Edward go about this?
You
Come
need
on,
help?
just come this way. You can trust me, I assure you. Don't mind the dagger. You're coming with me. I'm commanding.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and do that. I suppose we're just in control.
Yeah. Controller fortune.
Okay,
It's downtime.
that's right. Let's see. Any extra dice I can throw at this at the moment? Not really sure there is, unfortunately, aside from me spending more stress I can't afford. Could always go with the devil's bargain, or I could ask, hey, Grid, you got a stress? Are you
Oh
stressed
no!
out?
Hold on. I'll give you a stress point. Here you
Oh, wait, that's right. Priso, you want to come help me kidnap someone?
go. 1 stress point done.
Cool, yeah.
Right. That's a critical. That does it.
You're welcome.
Oh. All right. That's Edward's downtime. Grit.
Yeah, I need to keep finding a place to fight, and I think the second half of this clock is just like Grit. Like he started to hear about places, but he really needs them to hear about him, and so he's starting street fights with random like gangers and stuff, people who have reputations in those circles. He's just like finding them and getting into the and just like
Sounds like
brawling.
skirmish to me.
That's the plan. Um, Standard. Yeah. Oh, a 4. Really needed another 6 there.
So close. You can always spend that coin.
For assists,
Yeah, I will spend a coin, and then I might need one of the crew coin to actually go and indulge my advice because I'm at high stress.
We'll see when we get there. Priso, do you have a second downtime action you want?
Do we have to Bishop, are you actually going to do your sacrifice as part of the downtime?
I think I'm going to be doing it as part of the mission.
Oh, so it's got to be a mission.
Right, or at least that's the assumption at this point. We're already killing someone. We'll kill a second person in the process, and we'll deal with the fallout of that.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and stress myself. Can I stress myself to try and join the labor union?
Oh,
You have
take
another
action.
downtime, yeah.
Yeah,
You have
I'm going to
downtime, right?
do a montage. You're the best around as I scrub those pots, walk with books on my head, carry
Yeah,
those.
you can always push yourself for the role.
Yeah, I'm going to push myself.
All right, yeah.
All right, let's do it. Controlled,
Mhm.
standard, and I'm going to go for a bonus die.
Mm-hmm. Here's hoping.
Amazing.
That's 4 rolls.
I am
All
so
of them
terrible
below
at
3.
There's a reason
This
the
is
union
why
doesn't
Frank-
want you.
This is why Priso's a criminal. He's tried to get real
Yeah.
jobs.
I will learn how to do upper crust etiquette. I will become.
It's all right, Priest. So maybe you're unsettling, maybe you're uncomfortable to deal with, maybe you're randomly violent, and maybe you're really just a terrible person. But
You're not pleasant, and I start crying.
no, inspiring pep talk ruined.
All right, guys. So, does anyone want to spend rep or coin to do any last downtime actions?
I got a third action.
I'm gonna spend gold to do a third action. I'm just gonna I'm gonna go look at weird things and hold weird vices.
All right.
So I'm gonna hold my vice. Okay.
All right. So you're spending a coin for that?
And that's 3 stress. All right. I'm done.
All right. And Bishop, you said you had one more action that I missed?
That's right, I got one more free action. So I'm going to go ahead and train and resolve. And now's the
Alright.
time where I could choose, do I pick Attune or Sway? And by the sounds of it, I need both.
Do you pick the cool thing or the thing we really need?
Do you have any?
What's that?
You have to pick Attune because we don't have anyone with Attune.
I have a dot in a tune.
I still have a tune.
And
How
yeah,
many dots do you? How many
You're
dots
not
does the
going to have
Predator
Attune. Oh well.
Yeah, well, I still
you
have a
just don't
tune.
have like
I don't lose
professional.
those skills.
All right,
Well,
I'm gonna,
if you're gonna do a weird ritual, you should have Attune.
I will go ahead and pick Attune to start with, and the next time I will pick Sway.
That makes
And
sense.
I'll learn to lie eventually. I'll get a hang of this criminal stuff.
You don't have to lie when you can just boss people around, right?
This is very true. They know I'm important. That's what matters.
Alright, so is anyone else doing any downtime with coin or rep?
Oh crap! I
I-
still have. Oh, go ahead.
What's that?
I very much need to now go and indulge said vice and get into a proper fight. So where is this
Right.
place? Or should I do you have somewhere in mind, or do you want me to come up with something?
I think this place is established in Silk Shores. It's the one place that your gang's not on the lookout for, but it's got enough money to afford something like a fighting pit.
Yeah. I think I'm imagining it being a little bit more rules oriented than the fighting pits in Dunstone.
Yeah.
Like this is like
Yeah.
a boxing ring or something.
Yeah, it's probably like a ultimate fighting style where it's cleaned up, the fights are stopped before anyone's truly hurt.
Mm.
And you're not down in the pit with people
Don't
screaming.
worry.
What's that?
I said we can change that. Don't you worry. It's only a matter of time.
Where it starts and where it ends up are two totally different things.
That's right. Yeah, and I think this is where we see one of my dangerous friends for the first time, Marlene, a pugilist, and I get into a big boxing match with this girl. Let's see how well it goes. Hey, yeah. Oh, I didn't have. No, I don't have a friend. Oh, why didn't it roll? Oh, there we go. Nice. All of the stress.
All right. Grit seems to be doing in better shape now. Maybe we just need some structure to the fight to see who really was the best.
Yeah. I think actually Grit loses this fight. It's his first fight in this boxing ring. And Marlene just technicals the hell out of him. Like she knows how to dodge and weave and all the stuff that good boxers do that Grit doesn't do, where he just pounds people.
Mm-hmm.
But he has the best time he's had in a long time, getting the shit bitten out of him.
Fair enough. All right. And where did you draw was that your own personal stash you drew that from?
No, I'll need to spend something from the crew.
Rep or coin?
If we have coin, I'll spend coin.
All right. Anyone else?
Oh yeah, I still have money.
All right.
I'm just gonna go ahead and trade in playbook because that's doubled.
All right. That's 2 XP to your playbook.
Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
Hey, Fariso, get down here. I need you.
I'm off like a prom dress. Is it time? I got the good stiletto.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably be sitting right on top of my hull. Least distance to cross.
I find that this kind of incident goes a little bit better if you start talking to someone to.
Now you tell me to look at the flowers?
Well, no, I start telling you a story and then I just stab you.
So, before this completely goes down, do you guys have a plan not to get caught by the spirit wardens?
Well, how long do we need to look after this body? It's up to a couple of days, right?
It could be, depending on the person, from an hour to days.
I have a plan. We have some dead bodies. You're welcome.
Well, we have our local weirdo to get advice from. Let's hear what he has to say about the concept of keeping the spirit wardens off of our back for like an hour.
You know, my best friend deals with dead bodies.
That is
That
also
also
true, and
would
that
be
would be a
helpful.
good point of contact as well.
Hey, I thought I was your best friend.
Best friend
Silence.
outside of the crew.
I'm not sure I want to kill you now.
That'll teach me.
Oh, let's go ask Ogre. Hey, Ogre, how can we kill this man without setting off the alarms?
Let's see what Ogre knows.
Keeping in mind his name is Ogre.
And so he's thinking. So you just want the spirit wardens not to know, right?
Yeah, we need to not have the spirit warden show up. I mean, are they going to show up when we kill him? We're going to entrap his spirit in something else. Is that going to set off the alarm?
Oh
They'll
yeah.
point to us and they'll eventually investigate.
How do they know when a spirit escapes a body? Even how do they know? What rings the bell? How do they detect this?
Normally, when someone dies, the bells go off. They release these ravens with 3 eyes that track down bodies that still have spirits in them. The spirit wardens follow these birds, pick up the body, take it for electrical incineration.
But the body wouldn't have a spirit in it, though.
Yeah, if we kill him, his spirit will get trapped in something else, so the ravens won't be able to find it.
It can't be trapped in something else until it gets out of the body. That's the situation we're dealing with. Unless you have a way of removing a spirit from a body immediately.
Well, I thought...
That is vacuum.
Okay,
I invented a vacuum.
I'm not understanding... how fast do the ravens fly?
It's immediate, so 5-10 minutes.
Okay, so when we kill him, we would have 5 minutes before the ravens got here. Is that would his soul be interred in the vessel in less than 5 minutes?
The soul can be interred in the vessel as soon as it can get out of the physical body.
How long does it take for the soul to get out of the body?
Hours to days.
Okay, so that's the problem. If we kill him, it will be
That's the
hours or
issue.
days before his soul escapes the body. So we would have
That
to
is the only real issue, is getting that soul out of the body.
So even though we kill you, it's not going to instantly get transferred to the vessel. This will take hours or days to transfer.
Hey, you want to go on a camping trip?
I thought the wasteland was full of monsters and ghosts and crap.
All we got to be on the other side of the fence. That's all we got to be, on the other side of the fence.
Yeah, isn't that full of monsters and ghosts and crap?
Right on the other side of the fence. That's all we got to be. We can stay right in the water.
I'm scared enough of the monsters on the inside of the
Aren't you
fence.
my best friend?
Yeah. I'm not friends with monsters, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, you are. At least 3 of them.
They're not monsters.
Yeah,
They're special people. Can't we just build some kind of grid or something like that? The Dimmer sisters obviously had something set up that allowed people to be killed without setting off any alarms.
So Ogre's answer to this question is, he has heard there are things that stop the bells from ringing. He knows the Dimmer sisters and a handful of corpse thieves use these things, but he doesn't know how it works himself.
Yeah,
I need to contact Eckert then. Eckert, get your greasy ass down here.
Do you call him to the lair, or you go out and meet him?
Yeah.
I'll just wait for the clarification on that.
I'll call him to the lair. He's my best friend. I don't worry about my friends.
All right. So, you guys, why don't you describe Eckert for the audience, Professor?
Oh yeah, I assume he's like nah. I say emasculated. That's not the right word. Somebody who hasn't eaten in forever. You can see his rib cage, his bones. He's emaciated, right? Emasculated. He's probably emasculated too. The wife doesn't let him do a damn thing that he wants to do. He wears like rags, tattered rags. Yeah, I mean, that's basically a good image for him. He's got like broken teeth.
Oh, so this is your best friend.
Yeah.
Why?
Sorry, I'm not
Maybe
looking in your direction, Tree, so I can't tell what you're doing.
It's hard to tell when I'm sulking. I'm alert.
Yeah, but that's what Deckard looks like.
You
This
can
guy
tell me-
comes in. He's
Also,
got
has a thick Serbian accent. Pull that off for me, Oni, please.
Ah.
You didn't tell me he was going to be so handsome.
So Eckert comes in.
You need my help with something?
Oh, apparently he turned into a robot before I did. Yeah, I need your help hiding a body.
Alright, that's what I do. What's the problem?
I need it hidden for 4 to 5 days.
Alright, where's the body?
You're looking at it.
Oh, a living body.
Well, not when you take it.
What are you intending to do?
Kill myself? Planning to be killed,
Oh.
rather.
Why do you need the body hidden?
Somewhere that the crows won't get it.
I can set that
You
up.
can tell him you're planning on transferring your soul to somewhere before he puts you behind an electric fence. That ghost can't get out.
I have a couple people who can do that.
Yeah, I need the spirit to be able to escape on its own.
Okay, you're gonna need someone to come and pick up the spirit then. Or tell me where you want it put.
Can you do it here?
Takes a look around.
No, this is gonna take some setup.
Can you set it up here?
Let me get in touch with my people and see what that will cost.
I'm just gonna look over to the professor. I don't think we want to pay extra.
Well, I mean, I know that you don't.
Yes, exactly. Running
As
as
I've
tight of a
said-
budget as we can.
As I've said, any money that I make after this process is complete can go right back to the rest of you. Money is literally no object to me after this.
But you don't have any money.
It's free labor. That's what it is, Prizo.
Free real estate.
I need you to build things, which you pretty much.
I will be able to build things for you when this is done. I don't know why you think I won't be able to do anything.
All right. Well, no, I was already willing to help you. I mean, let's go.
Of course, you're willing to kill me. I understand that.
Really, my fingers just get more impatient with every minute. So yeah, I'm totally willing to help. So what do you need from us?
I need to hear back from Eckert about the security of my body once I let you kill me.
Oh yeah, sure. No, we got plenty of places to hide your body.
So it takes a few days for Eckert to get back to you, and he's located someone who can set up your home for this, but it's going to be expensive. They're asking for 4 coin.
It's a home birth.
I'm not sure we have 4 coin left.
And if we do it on their premise?
No, to do it at your place.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm asking. What's the cost if we do it at their premise?
Eckert said he would do it for free as long as you tell him who's going to pick up the ghost later.
That will be us.
Fine.
And I guess in the process, we are explaining we are also trying to do the same thing with a second body, I believe.
No,
well,
you're not. You're trying to sacrifice a body and then devour the life spirit of it in your ritual. You don't need to
Right.
guard that. The spirit's not going anywhere. It's going to be devoured.
I still need fewer crows, so it will be done in the same proximity.
I don't imagine that would bring any crows.
I guess that's going to be down to information I don't have. So, GM?
Can I make it
Basically,
attune? I'm still alive.
Yeah, the professor would know because he's got some attune that what would happen is the bells would go off, the crows would be dispatched, but if the life essence is eaten, the crows aren't going to find anything.
Okay.
which is going to piss off the spirit wardens, but I don't think that's concerning your guys, is it?
Well, I mean, I
Nah.
might ask that you wait to do your thing immediately after I get into my house, so we don't have a bunch of pissed off spirit wardens who might accidentally find me in their fervor.
Right, so we do back-to-back missions then.
Right. Because yours is literally going to take, what, 5 minutes at the most?
Um,
Well, because
Ritual
I don't
doesn't
know how
say.
long it takes it to devour the soul, but I imagine it's pretty quick. Because,
The ritual itself probably takes an hour. The actual moment of the death is kind of a moment.
right. So, like I
But
said,
you're sending Ogre to do that, right?
right.
so we set up my thing, keep me safe for a couple of days, boom, that's done, and then make your sacrifice in a matter of an hour. Since we know it's going to piss them off, there's no reason to get them pissed off first while I'm still in limbo.
Right. So he sets it up. We get you. We go do the ritual immediately after. Everything's good. Or we just do it while you're dead. I don't know.
If we're gonna do something risky, I'd rather do it after we have what did you call it, Professor? A hentai tank on our team?
Hentank.
A hentai.
If we're going to make a nickname, I might as well own it now.
All right. Well, I guess at least that is a plan of action then. Does that kind of fit with all the complications and stuff?
I think so. Like, you are basically performing a ritual, dumping off the professor. Is anyone going to stay with the professor? Or are you going to trust this?
Reverse that. Dropping off the professor, then performing the ritual.
Yeah, the ritual is going to happen last. Did we get Ogre to deal with our nightmares, by the way?
No.
Do we maybe want to do that? Do we have any coin
It's
or
on the list.
Seems like he's pretty busy right now dealing with a sacrifice.
Read up on this ritual and mocking the guy who's about to die.
Let him have his fun.
We have a coin left. Could we get him to look into our nightmares as well?
You could.
Yeah, go ahead and spend the coin if you want. Set up a long-term project.
Yeah. I think I'm going to work with Ogre on deciphering these nightmares, where they came from, and getting rid of them. Most important.
Right. Then you can roll a tune and get the +1 for Ogre's help. Or you can give Ogre +1 and he can try. It's going to be the same number of dice either way.
Let's use him because he has more dice than me, and then I'll offer him an extra dice.
All right, so spend the 1 stress. And 4. He has made some progress in unraveling it. He seems interested in how this works, but he doesn't seem to understand it quite yet. He's just working on minor wards and precautions, and nightmares getting a little better, but they're still there.
Do we have a clock for it?
It's the green one beneath the Timber Sisters we're building.
Cool.
I know you can't see the name. Sorry. Every time we bring something up that's not me dying, I'm just like this.
I don't want it to cost us 4 stress just to go into a mission right now. So I'll spend a rep and get him to finish off getting these nightmares out of us.
All right, we'll do this again. Are you rolling with him, or?
No, I trust him in the 75%. Let's do it.
All right.
Because this time I have to be asleep for him to exercise the nightmares.
That makes sense. So yeah, you have solved this. Between Grit and Ogre, they have dealt with the nightmares.
Like I say, there's
That clock is done.
There's no mission more quintessentially me than me pushing as hard as I can to die.
It's very, very true.
Anyone who knows me throughout the years, this is as me as you get.
Everyone's going to be trying to save your life here. Let's go.
So, we are a little low on time, but I think when we come back next time, the mission it'll be a 2-point mission. One will be part of
you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, and not like the way I want to be. This is why I wanted to do it during downtime, so I could get taken care of.
Part of the mission will be to get this ritual off without a hitch, because this is powerful magic, so it might draw unwelcome attention. The other half is going to be getting the professor back to his new body. Someone's going to have to pick up this from this little vial from Eckert, and while the city is... A lot of the city's against you. Getting it back to Night Market.
Let's take a look at the
friends in the
faction
city.
siege. Which parts of the city are against us? I think
Yeah,
like a lot
we-
of citizens at this point.
Now, we have a lot of friends. Okay, the police hate us, but like that was going to happen.
The entire fringe kind of loves us.
Except for the Deathland Scavengers, who are the ones who deal with the stuff outside the barrier.
Yeah, the refugees like us, Forgotten Gods like us, Ecstasy likes us, White Crown likes us, so the rich people like us.
Fortunately,
Yeah,
a
but-
lot of the citizenry is currently kind of ambivalent, but I'm hoping I can change that very soon.
Yeah, I mean, the police hate us, and the police friends hate us. I mean, like, this board is not, like, that lit up. You know, we gotta break a few eggs.
Mhm.
Oh, the Railjacks like us, I forgot.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
well we live with them basically.
We specifically have been trying to not piss them off, so it's good.
Yeah, no, I mean, we probably need to make more friends among the police.
Or just get
I mean, I
more
think-
institutions. Once you get the laborers, that'll be great.
We could start working to try and further our rep. And I think the best thing we could do to make people, especially the commoners like us, more is to build a giant tank covered with tentacles.
Exactly. You understand me, Parisa.
Well, what we'll do is we'll get like puppets, and we'll like do a Punch and Judy show.
The citizens of Coleridge like you.
How
This
many
is true.
tentacle? Yeah, how many tentacles is that going to be?
Yes,
8,
16,
10, 12.
16, I think.
Yeah, just imagine the puppet show we could put on, and that would make a lot more sense if it's a traveling puppet show than if it's a traveling anti-tank.
All
I
right.
mean, I don't know what you're imagining.
So I guess let's get some experience.
Yeah. So let's start with the professor. Did you address the challenge with either technical skill or mayhem?
Yes.
Many times over.
Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Well, your drives... Yeah.
I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed in character and out of character. As I
Yep.
say, every goddamn week I'm planning for this thing, and now you're just dragging it out.
It just means you get XP next week too.
Well, the problem is I can't spend XP on what I want to spend it on because there's going to be a dead body, and I lose those abilities. So I
Yeah,
keep
but
having
you
to.
could throw this you could throw this XP on insight, prowess, or resolve, though.
I know that's not what I want to do. I want to be out of this fucking human body. Is what I want to do.
So close. All right. So did we do the struggles, trauma?
Every day is a struggle.
Yep. All right. So there's the professor. Edward.
Hey.
Address a challenge with calculation or conspiracy.
I literally just walked into an entire police warehouse and walked out with what I wanted.
Fair. Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
The tank shall be mine, and they will rue the day they crippled my nation. I think so.
Struggle with your issues of vice or traumas.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of not phased by the idea that there's a massive corpse pile right outside the police warehouse. I'm just like, of course there's a big conspiracy going on. Everything's a conspiracy.
All right.
My entire view has been shattered.
Grit. Address a challenge with violence or coercion.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's violence with the doll and getting my new vice purveyor, and I was coercive with our own crew at one point, yelling at them to get things done, and even a little bit with like Mercy and stuff, getting her to help me out.
Sounds good. Express beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
Yeah. Part of my like drives and beliefs are about like finding a fight worth fighting, as well as like earning the respect of the city, and we saw that playing out through the whole like vice purveyor thing now.
Sounds good. Issues with vice or traumas.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had to find a new vice purveyor is the whole issue for my vice, but then also like being reckless and grabbing a random box that ended up having a possessed doll inside it. I still want to look into that box, but I didn't have time this downtime.
Fair. I'll make a note on the sheet so we don't forget.
I've put it down. I've put it on.
Oh, did you?
A note. I've made a note that says a box that likes moonlight, but I should probably start a clock for it at some point.
It's up.
But that's my vice and traumas. The box clock. I like it. Nice.
Percio. Address a challenge with stealth or evasion.
Oh yeah, it's what I always do. Especially when I was running blocker in the hold while letting and baiting the thing to come out. First, when it tried to stab me in the ankle, I didn't even know it was baiting. And then later, when we were hunting it, it's like, yeah, I'll spend a stress point to help flank this thing for you.
Sounds good. Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
I'm not sure I could mention enough times how much I want to stab the professor.
That's true.
Struggle with issues of vice or traumas during the session.
Yeah, well, I'm a weirdo and I'm into weird things. So not only have I spent a lot of time reading up on weird stuff, it was bothering me to know what killed these foghounds. And it was also, I would have assisted more in the human sacrifice that Bishop was on. I mean, I did go out of my way to spend stress to assist them with that, because that's weird, and I have to know.
Fair.
All right, so boom, that actually fills the thing up.
All right, so that just leaves one more, and that is the crew itself. Did you execute a successful smuggling mission, acquire new clients, or contraband sources?
Oh boy, did we.
Yeah, yes, and yes.
All right. Contend with challenges above your current station.
Yeah.
What was the tier of like the police warehouse, I wonder?
2.
Yeah, I guess that
What
is
was
kind
the
of like
tier that-
above us still, isn't it? We're still kind of low
Yep.
down, aren't we? Yeah.
We're still
And what about
one.
that stupid doll?
Yeah,
The doll was above your station as well.
We're even shown up by dolls. How can we do this?
All right, so I've checked that off. And either bolstered your crew's reputation or developed a new one.
We're the weirdest act in town. That's
You hired a bunch of refugees, and the first thing they find is a bunch of bodies.
we're definitely
And we
swinging.
paid them. All they had to do was they came with us, loaded some boxes. We then unloaded them and paid them. It's the easiest job they've ever had. I mean, we're criminals.
Oh yeah, paid them well.
yeah, but I swear there was a weird shadow looking at me, and it was holding a knife. Well, I mean, they pay well.
All right, and express the goals, drives, or inner conflict or essential nature of the crew.
Hit all 4 of those ones in this one.
Yeah, I mean,
The nature of being weird smugglers, the goals and drives of getting the professor his body done, all that stuff.
Our boss-lackey relationship.
Yeah.
The crew has advanced, so every PC gets 3 coin for their stash.
Woo.
As well, you can choose 2 upgrades or a new ability for the crew.
There's a fair few that are interesting here. We've been doing a lot of insight and resolve training amongst the crew despite not having the upgrades. So if you guys want to get those upgrades, that's certainly possible. I'd love to start working towards mastery, which allows us to go above 3 dice in an ability. Just because I already have skirmish and wreck at 3.
Where's mastery is 4 boxes though.
Yeah, so we need to invest in it over time if we're going to do it.
I would sooner put training. Like we've already been talking about how weak we are in resolve. So putting a box in resolve would allow us to train that up. And would be a mockery of the professor since he's turned into a robot and doesn't care about resolve anymore.
I haven't yet.
And then what would you suggest is the second one then?
Yeah, the second one's we could get something we've been talking about a lot is how conspicuous our boat is, and we could get the camouflage upgrade, which means that our vehicles are perfectly concealed at rest.
So when they're not
Okay.
moving, they're not noticed.
Yeah, unfortunately, the vehicles haven't been attacked that much. Maybe we should get our gear improved.
Yeah, that's also very.
Getting our armor. Where is armor? What category is armor in?
Armor's its own category.
Yeah, armor does. I don't think you can get more quality on armor specifically.
Oh, well,
I'm taking a look.
I mean, it's weird. For example, they have weapons listed here,
Yeah.
but like I guess a pistol is a weapon. Then what category is armor a tool? Is it a supply? Is it a gear?
Tools cover demolition tools and tinkering tools. Supplies cover subterfuge supplies.
Mhm.
Implements cover arcane implements. Gear covers burglary and climbing gear. Mostly because quality armor.
That armor is already as good as it gets.
Yeah,
It doesn't have a quality rating per se.
Okay.
Like armor works against whether it's a tier 5 attack or a tier 1 attack.
What does improving the vault do?
It lets
Upgrading
us
vault.
store- Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, it just lets us store more coin in the crew, up to 8 instead of 4.
Which is not a problem.
Right now,
Sure.
no problem.
We're not plagued with excess money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's something I don't understand. Smuggler's rigging. 2 items carried are perfectly concealed. Concealed items has not been an issue.
We also haven't been trying to get into highly protected places without bashing the door in. If we were trying to go into a casino or something, they might check us for weapons. And
If we
Why
go
don't we-
into someplace in White Crown, it might happen.
Okay, here's my suggestion because it's still early in the career. Why not boost both insight and resolve training so we can start buying those up? Since I think we can resolve and need some more work in insight, and that way when we get mastery, it's going to be worth it all the more.
I think that's totally reasonable.
I
Okay,
agree.
I think we'll make everybody happy. So we'll do insight and resolve.
There we
There
go.
we go. All right. So you guys have all the training facilities you could ever need.
Yeah. And now we just
Finally.
need money.
A library. Well, to get money, we need to build an opium den. What do we need for the opium den again?
Downtime.
Giant robot.
You almost have the
It's almost fully staffed.
you have
We
a
have
place.
and I think that's it. And then we just need to do a score to get the opium.
Okay. Well, Vice Den is what it is. So it doesn't necessarily have to be opium.
No,
Yeah,
we're going to do the dream essence.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Dream Essence.
Yeah.
With opium as a garden.
Yeah, the opium is a god. I love it.
Take the edge off.
Good criming, everybody.
I like it. Good criming, everyone.
Woo!
And we're killing 2 people.
Yeah, that's a bonus, I suppose. More importantly, we're saving a lot more.
Dude, we're already having the nightmares. You might as well just kill a guy.
Now, I don't know if Theta's interested in this, but if you want another character sheet for someone else who the crew works with for this next score while the professor's out, I can set you one up now that you can fill in before next game, but that's up to you.
I thought next score was my death.
It
Yeah.
is your death, but you're not going to be on screen. You're going to be in a bottle until they get you back to the hall.
You should play Ogre for the session.
Oh, I thought you were say Christina Aguilera.
Oh,
Wait,
Right, you
Can
can
we
just
talk-
have a second character for one of your first characters on the sideline.
Can we
Mhm.
talk to the bottle while you're in it?
Yes, literally nothing stopping you from talking to any object you want. In fact,
Can the bottle talk back?
no, probably not.
Can I carry it around with me and shake
I
it?
mean,
Yes.
you can talk to anything you want. Talk to your
Make
knife.
light a fire inside the bottle. That'll make him happy.
Flashing back to Grim Adventures Billy and Mandy. I can
Okay,
talk
with my
to 3.
last action, I want to contract suit that anything happens to my my soul vessel, that the rest of these bastards die.
You don't have enough money for that.
Suit doesn't require money. Suit requires actions.
You're a
That's
person in
fair,
a
but you
bottle.
still owe suit, do you not?
Yeah, how are you going to pay him back? You're a soul in a bottle.
I have connections.
Not enough to get 3 people contract killed.
Hey, my other connection is also a ghost that wanders around the city. So, I mean, I can leverage one against the other.
I think you're just above your station. Get 3 contracts.
Just the problem is y'all are constantly trying to work within your station. I'm constantly trying to work around it.
What do you mean? I'm working above my station.
Well, that's because everything is above your station.
Thank you.
I have
I
an
love-
link with the tank, so
I love the concept that Priso is a colonel only because he's so bad at manual labor. You can try and join labor guild.
But yeah, no, toss me a
Trying
second sheet
so
as a
hard
backup.
to get a real job, but
Toss me a second sheet as a backup. I'll come up with something.
That's what I was thinking. Like, almost like would say that, like, after this, my vice isn't going to be doing weird things. It's going to be going to try to work a normal job. That's how I do that. I try to work a normal job. I can't do it, guys. I have to kill
Well,
and murder.
I mean, in our line of work, what's weird? What's strange? Oh, when I'm not here, I'm spending time with my wife and kids. My 2.5 kids and my 9 to 5 job, and sit down. We talk about each other's day. It's real weird.
I'm trying so hard to go straight, but I can't. All I can do is sneak up and
all
murder.
you can do is crime.
All I can do is crime.
Oh, it's like that old Batman story where the Joker kills the Batman, goes on to lead a normal life, like the paint and everything fades from his face, he gets married, they have a kid, and then on the news, the Joker hears that Batman has stopped a crime somewhere, and I think he turns instantly, almost, and like kills his wife. And it's like, that's all he needs is the Batman to still be alive.
That's really dark.
Yeah, he did it twice in the last 50 years, 40 years that Batman's been around. It's been 2 different comic series, but the one I'm thinking of is the original, where it's an Elseworld story where he thinks he's killed the Batman, and for years there is no Batman. He settles down, has a wife, kids. He's just a normal guy, and he sees on the news that the Batman has stopped a crime.
Yeah, but
I've seen the second one, the Dark Knight one, where the Batman retires and he ends up in a sane asylum, just sitting there going catatonic, and they basically announce him cured. And then on the news heading out, he sees the Batman's back, and he kills 3 or 4 people, laughs, and runs off into town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the Dark Knight one, but I think I'm thinking of the one from the 70s.
Yeah, that
60s
one I
maybe?
don't know.
just when you thought you were out, they pull you back in.
Well, the problem is if you look it up, there's all these Joker marries Harley Quinn stories or whatnot. That's what people want, I guess. Abusive relationships or whatever. But yeah, no, it's hard to... Because the woman he marries is like a nobody character. It's just, she only exists for that one comic.
Well, I'm not putting anyone in a refrigerator. That's not my goal.
Really? What if
Just in a bottle. That's all.
What if the nuke goes off?
Straight to the refrigerator, then.
Yeah, then we'll do the refrigerator. They don't have nukes.
Right. I guess let's do some wrap up then.
Yeah, thanks for running the game.
Yeah, not a problem.
Thanks for running the game. Thanks everyone for being here. Come catch us in 20 minutes for Star Wars, and like, comment, subscribe, hit the follow button, give us money, and buy plushies. All right. Catch
Bye, y'all.
everyone later.